Welcome back. Time for another pack bait video. Today we're showing how to make trout chow. All we're doing here is using Aquamax 400 grower. It's a very small pellet. You can see it here. It's probably like a millimeter maybe, something like that. We're using 2.5 pounds today. You can use up to 3 pounds for this mix. It's always easier just to add a little bit more later if you have to. Using 1 can of cream style corn. And you can use your flavoring optional. This might be good if you're in a competition, that way you're doing something a little bit different from the rest. And yeah, it's something just like the trout chow, that's going to be a fishy smell. I'm going to add honey flavor in just to do something a little bit different. So let's get started. Very easy to make. Takes about, I think it's a half an hour total time. First thing you have to do is weigh out your trout chow, which I already did. And I'm at 2 pounds 8 ounces. And if you look at this, you can see how fine this is. A really small chow. This is a number 400, like I said. And all we got to do now is put it into the bucket over here. Just go ahead and dump this in. It takes about half an hour to absorb in. So we got our trout chow out of there. Next thing you want to do is add in your cream corn. All you got to do, put in half a can. And then if you want to add some flavor, you want to do so now. That's all we're going to do. I'm going to just put in, this is really concentrated. I'm using the CC More Ultra Essence Honey. This is extremely concentrated, so I'm only going to put in probably like half a capful. I'm just going to guesstimate. Half a cap is going to be like 2.5 mLs. Okay. So we got that put in. Like I said, it varies from brand to brand. This is really concentrated, so that's why we use a small amount. And next thing I want to do is just mix that up. Make sure that's mixed with the cream corn really good. That way it's just going to evenly distribute with the chow. Okay, let's go ahead and put that into the chow now. Show you this in a second here. Watch yourself on the can so you don't cut yourself. Make sure you get all that out, because you'll need all that to make sure it fully absorbs. Okay, going to pull this closer and then mix it up. Okay, got the cream corn in the bottom. All we gotta do is just mix this really good together. Make sure all the pellets are coated. Okay, I think that's pretty good right there. And I'm going to put a lid on this, just so it doesn't start to dry out on you at all. And then we're going to let this rest for a half an hour, then I'll show you in the tank how this looks breaking down. You see the different flakes of corn in there? So that's a nice visual on the bottom. You have all black from the pellet, and then you'll have the pieces of cream corn standing out. So we'll come back in a half an hour and show you how it looks like when it's done. 1.5 hours went by. When you look into this bucket here, you can see it's starting to stick together some. So I'll show you the next step here. What we're going to do, I have water there. Anytime you're using any type of pack bait, you want to make sure you wet your hands first. So that's what we're going to do. Wet my hands and just grab a handful of this. And basically, do it here so I can see it. Mold that. See how it all sticks together now? And just keep compressing, that will really pack it down. Okay, made one ball. You can kind of see how the pellet's still formed, but it's all sticking together now. So let's go ahead and put that into the tank. I'll make one more. The number of squeezes will also dictate how long it takes to break down. So just do that. My hands were still wet, that's why I didn't dampen them again. But always dampen your hands, that way it doesn't stick to them. And also it helps to pack the outer edge. Okay, I went to put the one ball in and I forgot I gotta pack this around a lead weight. The 400 still has a tendency to float. So let's go ahead and drop that in. And it goes on the bottom there. And we'll watch it break down slowly. It'll take about a minute before it starts to come apart there. Also depends on how many packs and how warm or cold the water is. See how the bubbles are rising up? That means it's starting to break down. And you'll see pellet by pellet start to pop off shortly. I'll put one with less squeezes next to it so you can see how the squeezes affect how it breaks down. That one should start to break a lot quicker. I only did 2 squeezes on that one. As you can see, that already started to come apart. Now that went up. Some will stay on the bottom and then some will go up. See how the pellets are going up and down with the number 4. They either go by number 400 or 4, basically how it is, number 2, number 200. So you can see a lot of pellet went to the top, but that's going to start to slowly sink back down. And we'll just watch out here for a little bit. And see how the pellets are going up and down. Here comes the first batch coming back down. That'll draw fish from the middle layers down to your bait. I like using the number 400 because you get a lot more reaction. There's always something going on with it. The other one's still breaking down really slow. I definitely overpacked that one. I think I put like 6 or 8 squeezes on that. But that might be good if you're in a river or something that has a lot of current. So there you go. See how the pellets are coming up and down? Some are on the top because they floated, but then a majority is on the bottom. So this is how to make the Aquamax Chow Packbait. Hope you enjoyed it. As you can see, the pellets are still coming up and down. So there's constant action going on with that one. Pretty cool. Let me zoom in here. You can see how they just keep hovering off the bottom, up and down, up and down. So that's the Trout Chow Packbait. I have another one coming up here that's a different method than cream corn. So that will be coming up shortly. Thanks for watching.